Hello students, this is the second video of the poem The Tiger in the Zoo, which is written by George Leslie Norris. In the third stanza, the poet says, he should be snarling around houses at the jungle's edge, baring his white fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village. Snarling means warning sound made by animals. Baring is uncovered and fangs means sharp tooth of animals. So here the poet says that the tiger would have been free. He would have snarled around the houses located at the outskirts of the forest. He would have terrorized people with his sharp tooth and claws. He would create fear among the people living in the village. Again, the literary device is AB, CB. Line continues to the next line without punctuation marks is he should be snarling around houses at the jungle's edge. This shows enjambment. Using the word which denotes sound like snarling shows another literary device which is called onomatopoeia. Assonance is also used as the vowel O and I is found, like should around houses, barring his, white, his. Consonant is used as the sound of S is found in the words like his, fangs, his, claws. Now coming to the fourth stanza, the poet says, but he is locked in a concrete cell, his strength behind bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. Concrete means building made of bricks, cement, sand and water. Now here the poet comes to the reality of the tiger. He shows the miserable situation of the tiger and says that tiger is confined in a strong cell which is made up of strong building material. He further says that the tiger is behind the bar, so he is ferocious as he is not free, just stalks in the cage. He never tries to terrorize the visitors as his power is restricted in the cage. So, he never tries to terrorize the visitors as he cannot attack them. Now here the rhyming scheme is AB, CB. Alliteration is used. We can hear the sound of B at the start of two words behind and bars. There is use of consonant S sound as in his, strength and bar. Assonance is used as we can see the vowel sound of E, he, logged, concrete cell. The tiger is personified because the poet refers him as he. Now in the last paragraph he says, he hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. Patrolling is to guard. The tiger hears the patrolling sound of the cars. The cars are the vehicle of police which are used to guard at night. So in the night the tiger hears the sound of these cars and he then stares at the shining stars with his shiny eyes. And here the poet wants to say that the tiger is very, very unhappy and he is confined, so he cannot do anything. Therefore, he stares at the stars at night and tries to divert his thought towards them. Again, here the literary device is alliteration because of the use of H sound in the starting of the stanza. He hears. There is enjambment. As we see, line 3 continues to the line 4 without any punctuation mark. Assonance is used because I sound is heard with his and brilliant words. The rhyming scheme is as usual AB and CB. I hope